how, and why. When you have answers to these questions and you're leveraging your CRM to manage the information, so it's not on slips of paper. So it's not just in conversations, but it's in a hub where you can manage that information, both short-term and long-term. So let's talk about some best practices. If you're thinking about preparing for a merger or an acquisition, really being, and I'm going back to the people, processes, and technology, there's a theme here, really having clear roles from leadership as well as team responsibilities. If you're merging with another practice, you both are going to be in a leadership capacity, but who's going to take care of what? Who's going to be responsible for client acquisition? Will you both do it? Is someone going to take the lead on, creating financial plans and delivery? Who's going to be a rainmaker? Who's going to take care of compliance? What are the things that you want to make sure that are clear when it comes to that, as well as your support team? And if you're acquiring other practices, your involvement is going to be a little bit deeper because you have multiple books of business that have been managed a certain way. And if you're the only leader, guess what? You are now going to be taking the brunt of the responsibility unless you decide potentially to bring on a partner or to promote even a junior partner at your current firm. So those are some things to think about. Processes. What steps are teams really bringing to the table? How are they getting done? How do you want things to get done? What steps are currently in place? How do you bridge processes from two firms that are merging or from 3 or more books of business that you are acquiring? And then how are you documenting and keeping all that information in your CRM? And then building out your CRM or building out Wealthbox and making sure that over the course of time, your team is very clear on how to leverage the tool and being able to get information very quickly. The efficiency and the accuracy goes up significantly when you maintain that hub of data and information at different stages, whether it's pre, during, or post-merger acquisition. It's that hub that you want to become your best friend and really leverage and build out.
And Cameo, one of the things, there was a great question that came in as we're going over to the next slide is if a firm has another CRM, right? If they're acquiring or merging with a firm that has another CRM, our team, we have a full-time team that actually handles what we call data migrations. We can bring over core client data, as I call it, KYC, know your client data, notes, tasks can all be brought over during that data migration. And even if it's two firms that use Wealthbox, you can work with our team to help with that data migration, even internally if you're both Wealthbox users.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And one kind of best practice I will add on that, if you're moving over to Wealthbox and maybe your previous CRM wasn't built out to its highest and best use, take this opportunity to build out Wealthbox. If you're going over to the tool, make the time to learn it, to build it out to your practice needs, leverage the Wealthbox team to do that. It's like the perfect opportunity because then you'll also be able to get trained, if I'm right, Andrew, on the tool and how they can leverage it best.
Absolutely. Get comfortable with it as that transition's happening.